Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is the one and only Griffin Baldwin. So apologies, y'all, for the technical inconveniences. We had some trouble with the computer and the heat, and it was just messing everything up. But we are back now. I told you guys 10 minutes, and I think it was less. So
A lot less.
yeah, a lot less than that.
But a lot happened in that short time.
Yep.
I mean, Mead starts off the inning hard line drive into the right center gap, getting a single out of it. Then a double straight over our right fielder's head. Zoe Mowers just could not see it because of the sun. It barely flies over her. That leads runners to get on second and third. The next play, there's a ball driven back into the right center. Drops right in front of Zoe's glove.
Yeah, so we missed a little bit of action. We saw Mead score, actually. So
Gets one on the board.
0-1. Frederick trailing by only 1, though, so it's completely manageable. But
Payne retires, get back on track here.
Torres, we've seen her pitch relatively well early on in this game. Top of the second inning now.
Yeah, I mean, she's hit her spots well. It's kind of just come down to balls in the field that we're missing.
Yep.
Kind of going back to my keys with those errors and trying to clean up in the field.
Torres pitches, little bunt. Not the first thing you'd ever see.
Ball drops foul. And that's a risky bunt, especially when you get that popped in the air like that.
I mean, that could have easily been gifted to Frederick.
I mean, in a free out there would be huge as we're coming in with runners on both in scoring position. But, I mean, in the end, we'll take the strike. So.
0-1 now the count. Torres.
Mikhail Kennedy up to bat. Bunt again.
Bunt again.
Bunt
Two
first base
bunts.
side. There's confusion on the base path. Two runners on third. One runner is tagged
Looks
out,
like-
could not get back to second in time.
Yeah, it looks like there was a bit of confusion. I think she thought that they hadn't gotten to it or something. Like, I don't know. There was just a bit of confusion.
I think the goal there was
And it looks like the coach is coming to talk.
I think the goal there was just to lay down a bunt, get everyone moving, but number 16 had some confusion on the base path and didn't think she could get home, so she got stuck in the middle of the base path.
Means coach gonna have a conversation with.
But number 4 was already on third, waiting and had already advanced, so they got doubled up there, being able to tag out number 4 easily.
I mean, that was probably the easiest tagging I've ever seen.
I mean, and that pure confusion saves us a run and gets us to 2 outs to get out of this early.
2 outs as now we have Tovar.
Ari Tovar up to bat here. Currently batting a .271.
Mead got to make something happen if they want to extend their lead. Torres hoping to clear this inning out of Mead.
Not getting much help from the blue though. Ball misses just down and low, or down and in. I mean, it's a good spot. Try and force a rollover, cause something, but
yeah, it just didn't pay off exactly how Torres wanted.
Yeah, I couldn't really get it. Beautiful. Goes straight back to that exact same spot. Gets the call this time though.
This is all you. This is your moment.
Torres pitches.
Ball rolled third base side. Throw
Woo!
in time.
Cleared Mead out.
Frederick is out of this inning pretty quickly, only giving up 1.
Not too shabby, as we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me here is Griffin Baldwin. Griffin, what have we seen from this inning and a half so far for both Frederick and Mead, and are there any takeaways?
I mean, we've seen on Mead's side, we've seen a lot of aggression and a lot of great defensive work. I mean, on offense, they're attacking the ball hard. Most outs we've gotten have been put in play, so they're obviously swinging, but Peyton's been able to avoid a couple barrels and let her defense work. We've had a couple errors in the field that have led to 1 run being scored and runners in scoring position. But Mead has had multiple base running errors that's given us out. So as long as Frederick can get a little bit more aggressive at the plate, kind of has a big zone here, so we're just looking to swing, get on. We can get this lead back quickly and get this going in our favor.
Completely agree, as that is number 5. Bomaretto up to pitch.
Madeline Bomaretto on the mound.
Heard Bomaretto's name a few times this game too. Seen some good clean hits from her, been able to get on the base.
She currently has an 8.08 ERA on the mound.
That is that's pretty good.
That's good news for Frederick. I mean, that high ERA, I mean, she's given up a lot, and that's all earned. So it's not off errors. That's on her own doing in the end.
As I was saying, that's pretty good for Frederick right there. I mean, a lot of mistakes then. Hopefully we'll see from Mead. That'll give Frederick the upper hand as we are still down 0-1, looking to recuperate this lead.
Bomaretto's a little jumpy on the mound today. I mean, she's constantly like fidgeting something. She's either moving the ball around while she's looking for a pitch, or she's just quickly getting to her stance, being like jerking around a little bit as she goes.
As you put it, very shifty.
Yeah, instead of like the smooth motion that we see from like people like Peyton.
Maybe a little bit of, not giddiness I would say, but maybe just nerves, jitters. That is number 4.
Ooh, good hit, scooped up.
Good, solid hit.
Great play, though.
But number 16, Mauer's able to strike that down pretty quickly. Any effort Frederick thought they had there.
So quick out there. We need to start getting people on. We've had nothing go out to the outfield.
Nope.
It's early, but we need to.
I mean, it's still bottom of the second inning though, so.
Good take. Seen a lot miss inside.
I
Low
believe
especially.
this is Elena Fisher. Fisher up to bat. I know Fisher firsthand, and she is one heck of a softball player.
It's another ball coming on the inside corner. Really looking to focus on pitches oppo now for Frederick.
I believe that's 2-0 now. 2-0 the count. Bottom of the second. See what Fisher can do here.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Good pitch pulled down the left side.
As looked like that was on the bottom of the bat, so
It's
couldn't
definitely
get
an
anything
interesting
off.
Pitch to swing at. I mean, you take 2 balls inside. I'm not looking to swing inside on anything, but
Fisher. We'll see what she can make of this. Getting calls from the
shaking her
coaches.
pitch. Pays off in her favor.
Oof. As that'll be, I believe, the count 2-2 now.
Trusted her gut and knew where to spot.
I mean, it was a pretty ball. She put it in a great place.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard.
Does it again, shakes her coach off, looking for what she wants. And she gets it.
3-2 the count,
Just
full
missed
count.
it. Working 3-2, trusted her ambition twice here. Worked out once, hasn't once.
So
Goes
she's
with her coach
1-1 for
here.
the intuition. We'll see if it pays off. Decent little
Ball
pop
popped
up, but an easy out for the Mead Mavericks.
It's okay. It's okay.
As this will be Cias. Natalie Cias.
This sucks.
As FHS Booster Club, Frederick High School Booster Club is always looking for parent volunteers to help carry on the long tradition of supporting the students of this community. The purpose of Booster Club is to provide the funding and manpower for the homecoming tailgate celebration, the after-prom party, grants to student groups and clubs, as well as scholarships to graduating seniors. If you're interested in becoming involved, we would invite you to reach out through our website, fhsbooster.com, and click on Contact Us, or attend our next meeting in the FHS library. If you're wanting to be more involved in the community and have a desire to do something that benefits the students of our community, we'd love to hear from you. The FHS Booster Club would like to give a special shout out to their partners who went above and beyond supporting Frederick High School last year. Les Schwab Tire, Line-X at Boulder, Remax Momentum, Riptide Car and Pet Wash, Napa University Auto Parts, Stapp Interstate Toyota, My Guy HVAC, Pepper's Fireside Grill, and American Family Insurance. Again, please visit our website, fhsbooster.com, and click on Contact Us if you'd like to get involved. We welcome any supports, not just parents. The FHS Booster Club is a proud partner of GEBN. As the count now 1-2.
Good eye, good eye, good eye.
Taking two right back to back there. I mean, both up high. First pitch was an off speed that just did not quite get the drop she was looking for.
Now 2-2, the count. Frustration, a little bit of frustration from Cias there, you could tell.
Great tunneling by number 5 there, able to speed her up, slow her down, keep her at that slow pace, and then speed up once more, getting her to swing.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fast ball there towards the end. Got her to swing pretty fast. As now, top of the third, I believe, as we're heading into.
Frederick's still trailing by 1, looking to be able to shut them down on defense here. Big thing clean up here is just our outfield work, be able to shut down anything in the air and block out the sun however possible.
So it'll be Torres back on the mound.
Got this, Payne.
Once again, I'd like to take the shout out JHL Constructors. With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is a fully integrated Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to our communities, do the right thing always, and collaborate on impactful projects like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why we are a proud supporting partner of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles. As your Golden Eagles are still trailing 0-1. Haven't been able to do much as Mead back up to bat. We'll see if they can shut out any attempts for Mead this third inning. But Frederick really going to have to step up bottom of the third.
Number 3, Addison Rademacher up to bat here. She's currently batting a .534.
Which is decent, hitting half of your,
I mean, hitting over half, being
Yeah.
on a lot.
I mean, that's hard to do.
As she gets a drive into center, caught.
Beautiful snag by Fisher in the outfield.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, shutting down.
In the outfield like that from the Mavericks previously, inning-wise, and those were paying off for them. They were hitting on the ground, and they were able to get the ball down before any Frederick player could get even remotely close to it, and so good job by Fisher to hustle towards that ball.
Hey, you got this,
Haley
Gippy
Here.
back up to bat. We saw her earlier. I believe she had a strikeout, though, so not quite what she wanted, but we'll see what Torres can do to her
Yeah,
now.
it hasn't quite been her day. I mean, she's 0-1 at the plate and got put off the mound pretty early into the first, so.
Here, a little bit of frustration from parents as they thought that ball hit her.
Nine.
What should have been a walk, if it did.
Great spot, outside corner. I mean, jam it inside, get her off your plate, and then go the opposite way.
Count is 1-2. Torres glances down at the playbook. And pop
Ball,
up,
pop foul. That's out.
as that will be out by 1.5 miles.
So good battle here.
So still
this is
1-2.
This is anyone's point at this at bat.
Yep.
I mean, Torres has a good lead here.
As
She gets
Griffin,
another
you
one.
didn't flinch on that
I
one.
know. I was able to stay up this
You're
time. We're good.
improving.
Yeah, we're getting there. Haley trying to set her mind here, get ready for the third 1-2 pitch of this at-bat. I mean, Peyton's still just pounding the zone, forcing her to fight it off, not giving her anything to work with. Another one, fouled out.
What is that? 3 fouls in a row. All 3 popped up in the wrong direction. So
That's a battle. I mean, they both want this real bad. But Peyton has a good lead here. She can always go with a pitch just outside the zone.
you gotta catch her lacking. You gotta get her to swing.
Yeah, go a little bit out here, try and get a look. And you have the room to work with. That only takes you to 2-2.
High ball.
Ball up.
I believe 2-2 the count now. 2-2. Don't want to make this a full count. You don't want to walk her. That would give Mead
You don't
a
want
little bit of a confidence booster.
That could take a pitcher's arsenal down from 3 to 4 pitches to 1, maybe 2.
Low as that will be
As we get to that
a
3-2.
full count. Not quite what Torres wanted. Maybe a little nervous up on the mound.
Torres now has to stay on the plate in the zone. Can't try and get a swing outside or anything like that.
Nope.
Has to just put it by her. As they draw a walk.
That will be a walk.
Okay, babe.
Number 14, Hale.
It's a pitch you never want to see yourself go from a 1-2 count to a walk that
yeah.
quickly. But I mean, great fight there. I mean, anything in the zone when she got to 2 strikes was fouled back, fouled out, whatever she could do to stay alive, and it worked out for her.
Yep. There's Hale. Up to bat. Torres still on the mound.
Up the middle, looking for 2. Gets the 1 at second.
I mean, they've kept them relatively contained. Haven't allowed anything really offensively for the Mavericks to get past second base.
Yeah, I mean, holding them pretty well. And even when they got past there, we were able to get them on base running errors and everything possible. Coach down first baseline was not very happy with that call at second, talking to umpire a little bit there.
I mean, it was a great hustle last play,
Yeah.
too, to get to second base.
Ooh, gross off speed, gets her swinging early.
I mean, Torres kind of bouncing back from her 3-2 and then the walk.
And
That'll leave
she's
him at an 0-1 count.
opening off speed and swinging early on an inside pitch is great information for Torres to know how to be able to attack the rest of this at bat.
As this is Ward, one of their most deadly players.
It's okay, babe.
The Mavericks rely on her heavily. She's quite the offensive and defensive player.
So Torres, at this point, Torres has to know who she's going up against and is really trying to sell herself down to her best pitches and trust her coach. As she
1-1
gets a roll over
low.
and the out to end the inning.
3 outs as we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zedell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zedell Realty.
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is the one and the only Griffin Baldwin. So, Griffin, we are past the first 2 innings. Bottom of the 3rd, yes?
Yep.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Anything you'd like to add?
We've been shut down this whole game.
Oh, yes.
We have to wake up our bats and move them around.
Our defense, though, has been doing a pretty decent job of sort of holding them at bay. We allowed the 1 score, but
Yeah, but we were able to shut them back down. But baseball and softball, they're 1-run games. I mean,
agreed.
I've won games in the bottom 7th by 1. I've lost games by 1 that they scored in the first inning.
1 can be a big difference.
It's right there.
As Horn, looks like it's 2-0 the count. Not how they wanted to start the bottom of the 3rd.
Just trying to find Elway on. It doesn't matter at this point. Coach is probably telling him calm down at the swinging.
Yeah, a
There's
little
been
aggressive
a lot of strikes,
approach.
but at this point, all we need is a base runner, because then that can start leading to errors and moving them around. Good take by Horn there. Able to lay off the off speed.
Now 2 on the count. Apologies, I said 2-0. It is now 2-1.
2-1. Ahead early on this count here. Has some time to work. But drilled down the...
Man, if only she got that a little to the right, that would have been one heck of a hit.
And that thing was drilled. I mean, that now forces number 5 to kind of go outside. You don't want to throw anything like that again, or else that thing's just going to fly.
2-2 the count.
I mean, if she gets a little bit more under that, that thing has a chance of going and
That
not
can
coming
fly.
back. I mean, that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Pitch must slipped out a little early there. Rolls about 10 feet towards home.
Excuse me.
Working
3-2, full
3-2.
count. As you just said, apologies, I cut you off.
As she gets-
Scratches are swinging. Woo!
Blowing doors gets her out there.
That was, I mean, that had the potential for greatness.
It's the hard part. I mean, we get to those deep counts. We get things like that, but they're constantly foul or we're looking at strikes.
Let's go, you, Aubrey. Let's go, Aubrey. Let's go, Aubrey. You got this?
Audrey up here trying to find a way on.
Little
Slap bunt, popped up.
It's okay, it's okay. Good idea, good idea.
I mean, if she can just recreate that with how the Mead players couldn't get to it in time, that would be pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Just a little bunt.
Well, I mean, outfield on the edge of the grass. Doesn't take much, puts them over their head. Secure a double. She goes for another slap bunt there.
Okay, Aubrey. It's okay.
Count is 0-2. No balls. This is
Come on, Aubrey, you got it.
not quite what they wanted. Already, what, 1 out?
Yeah, or 1 down. They're being shut down here. We have to figure something out on the defense. Another one.
And I
As
mean,
she
just
gets her to go.
completely
It's okay.
missed.
Are we okay?
I mean, you get 2 slap bunt strikes on pitches up, and you see her set up with her hips already open a little bit, ready to start running. You just know you're going to go back to it.
I mean, it was a try. You want to catch them off guard, but I mean, doing it 3 times is
Yeah.
it's like, for 1, they can anticipate it. For 2, it wasn't really working quite how they needed it to. And then for 3, you really can't afford to get another out. I mean,
Roll
you're already
me
trailing
over.
by 1.
Yeah, I mean, we're trailing.
And
Outfielders
now-
are playing on the edge of the grass.
Yes.
I mean, you put something right over their head. That's easily a double, if not more. And that could be what puts us back on the board. But we get a strikeout, 2 strikeouts in a row, and then a slow roll me over back to the pitcher.
As we are now top of the 4th, this game going really fast.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a
going by
fast
quickly.
game. We've been here for not even an hour, and the game is, what, halfway through, almost?
Yeah. Just about halfway. Yeah, I mean, we're 45 minutes into playtime.
Already still sitting at a 0-1 trailing. Rocky Church, would you like to meet an Olympian, connect with a D1 athlete, or talk with a Twitch streamer? Rocky Students is a part of Rocky.Church, and they are all about connecting students to their purpose. They believe students are the future, and their goal is to help you be empowered, encouraged, and supported. There are many ways to connect with Rocky Students. You can start by watching their monthly podcast on YouTube, where you'll hear from guests on a multitude of topics, show up on a Wednesday night to hang out with some friends, and meet some incredible guest speakers, or even join their gaming community on Discord. Follow them on Instagram at RockyStudents_Frederick to learn more. I highly recommend checking it out. I go there along with quite a few of our other announcers and people who work the behind the scenes. So highly recommend checking that out.
Number 16, Zoe Mowers up to bat here.
Ooh.
Put Bayer for strike 1.
I mean, that was a gorgeous look by Torres. Saw that she could catch her swinging and just went for it. Bold.
I mean, it's incredible how Torres is pitching, especially since she's pitched every game of the season. Ooh, barreled back.
Everybody watch out. Ball
Driven
incoming.
all the way to the baseball field.
0-2 now. Mauer's not really doing anything here.
Great spot for Torres, though. 0-2. Torres has some great off speed that can really just get her out of this.
And flying to it. Easy enough.
Caught nice and early. Second baseman. Beautiful play there.
First out, easy enough. As now, number 5, Maddie Bomaretto, who we saw pitching earlier. We'll see what she can do here.
I mean, she definitely put on a great performance on the mound today. Completely shutting out Frederick. Just kind of see if she can do something similar at the plate, doing something.
I mean, listening to the Mavericks bench over there, they call her the Bomber. I sure hope it's not for the reason that I'm thinking. If she can boot that thing, that would not be in Frederick's favor, especially as you put it. Oh, an 0-1,
Yeah.
an 0-1 loss would hurt, or just even trailing by 0-1 for the whole game. That's it's not a confidence booster, that's for sure.
No, but Torres gets ahead early, 0-1 on a foul ball. Swung on. Off the glove of the third baseman.
So what should have been 2 outs is now 1 out.
But an 0-2 count. I mean, Torres probably looking to escape the zone a little bit, get a swing, since she's been spotting all day. As she does, escapes low, gets the swing for strike 3.
Bomaretto did not bomb it quite the way the Mead Mavericks wanted. She tried. As now this is number 12, Williams, up to bat.
Juliana Williams. Ball inside.
And for those of you who are not at this game, for those of you who I assume you are not here and are watching online, it is 94 degrees out here, and it is
It's
stifling hot. I mean, like,
we had our gear over here earlier, saying us that short break at the beginning.
that was all due to this heat, as that's another pop-up.
Popped up towards us.
as that looked like Seferino tried to get there with a little bit of a slide. Not sure if we caught that on camera, but it was a pretty good slide.
Yeah, I mean, good attempt. We've had 3 of those today that have been able to drop off.
As I was saying, it is 94, and it is not improving by any means.
No.
So be glad y'all are watching from home and still supporting.
Ball down third base side. Throw.
Woo.
Bang. And there's out number 3, moving us to the bottom of 4.
Out. As we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is Griffin Baldwin. Griffin, it's already the bottom of the 4th inning. This game is going by fast.
It's flying, and Frederick has not done much to show it. I mean, Frederick's been shut down this entire game, having to try and claw their way back. Not been able to get much on the base path, and multiple errors in the field. The only reason that they've gotten the runs. I mean, all season, that's what's killed us is those errors in the field.
Hyping them up in the parent rowdy crowd. There's not many students, but as we were saying, I don't blame them. It's hot. Obviously,
Coach Klimper out there, loudest voice in the stands.
Attaboy Klimper. That's what we love to see. The staff at Frederick showing up and showing out. That's
barreled.
What a hit.
Left center gets us our second base runner of the game.
As I believe that's Salisbury. That might be Avery. Avery with a gorgeous hit.
That's beautiful. First pitch.
That's exactly what you want to see. I don't think the Mavericks were expecting quite a hit right off the bat. Took them by surprise, as now we have Salisbury on first brace.
That's the early momentum we needed.
Or first brace. I'm not quite sure what I was saying there. Close enough. Tomato, tomato.
Now we just got to keep it moving. We can't allow looking strikes.
This is an interesting matchup. Torres versus Bomaretto.
As they get the check swing.
2 of the main pitchers we've seen this game. See what Bomaretto can do to Torres. Torres to Bomaretto. Here.
Last time we saw a face-off like this, Peyton took out Torres with a strike.
Low ball.
Nope. Ooh, good steal there.
Gorgeous steal by Salisbury, able to slide in there at the end, and
Torres takes the strike low. 0-2 for Torres here. Runner in scoring position.
0 outs though, so still early on.
Something hard in the outfield. That's what we need. Ground ball. Checking her, goes 1. Gets her.
1 out. Frederick, they need Salisbury or at least somebody to score. Try and even this score out.
First pitch of the inning, we get some momentum. We can't let this fall away, or that's just going to give Mead a much bigger advantage on us. With 1 out, something hard into the outfield would be beautiful here. Fouled off her.
Fouled off. Stendel tried to do something with it. Nothing came to fruition, though.
Down 0-1.
As another.
Pitch driven.
No one's catching that. No one's catching that.
Ooh,
As that
dropped.
sending Salisbury home. Play at the plate. She's in there.
Now, as we were saying, we needed a way to tie this game, and that's exactly what we needed.
Beautiful hit into the right side is able to bring Salisbury home, and the heads-up awareness by Coach Dufour, able to see that ball drop and the defense slow down.
There's some frustration from some Maverick
Seeing the
parents on the sideline.
some errors there, trying to.
I don't blame them. It looked like two of the outfielders went for the same ball, and it's like, you got to stick to your side. Let her catch it.
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 people go after that one league pop-up. That should always be an out and no movement. But ball out there.
1-1. What an effort to tie this game.
Ball low, she moves. Gunned at second.
Oh. I really thought she was safe there for a hot minute. I mean, it was a good look by Stendel. Bree just tried to steal the base, and unfortunately that will lead to 2 outs.
2 outs, but now we have that runner in. So right now we're just trying to keep it alive, but big inning here for us already.
Moretto still at the mound. Woo! Some speed behind that, and she's able to quickly hustle to first base. Safe at first.
I mean, runner on first now, keeping it moving.
Two outs. Looks like Fisher up to bat. We saw Fisher, who got a decent hit the last time she was on base.
Takes the first ball, 1-0.
That'll be
Ball called.
might be some controversy there, but
Ball
we will
called
take
middle for ball 2.
2-0.
I mean, you see her kind of lift her body up to make that look like a ball, but
I mean,
beautiful
that was
pitch there.
Woo!
Driven fair down the left side.
I mean, that easily
Going for 3. Frederick gets greedy and gets caught. Going for 3rd, inning over.
I mean, we had a decent amount of people who we were able to actually get some hits and get it to the outfield, which is exactly what we needed them to do those previous innings.
Starting to get a feel and starting to hit off
Moretto
here, and we could be seeing a pitching change, trying to keep the shutdown going, bringing in a new arm.
Because I mean, as you put it, they're starting to familiarize themselves with how she throws it, how she's pitching, where she pitches, when she's pitching. And I mean, it's one of those where I wonder if we'll see the same with Torres, but I mean, Torres has been very consistent. Haven't seen any reason to switch her.
No, the only things that have gone on with Torres have been those pop flies after they've dropped, but at no fault of her own.
No.
She's hit
She's
the zone
at the
well.
mercy.
And I mean, Izzy Horn, some great throwdowns to second, being able to keep runners at hold at first.
Yep, she's had some.
I mean, you see those at the beginning.
Speed.
They're right down at the base height, so just a quick slide tag over, and runner's gone. So having a dominant catcher like that, being able to hold back those runners, that's huge for us.
Yep, been able to contain them. I mean, we saw early on they were able to do a lot with the lack of containment. That gave them the 1-0 lead, and then we sort of bounced back, and now it's tied, which makes it that much more interesting. Because this is not somebody that we have on our roster, actually.
Mikhail Kennedy up here.
Never mind,
#6.
ignore me. Kennedy.
It's actually a catcher who threw out our runner at second, get them second out of the inning. You see her get very passionate after she gets that throw down. She points down our runner actually, and says something, then moves back to the plate for the next at bat. As put by her for another strike. Up early on it.
0-2 count.
I mean, team calling to keep her weight back here could give Peyton some momentum to switch what she's throwing.
As that'll be called a ball. 1-2 count.
It's good off speed, good spot.
One, 2 count. We'll see what Torres does with this. 1-2 is tricky. You don't want to. I mean, we saw her in this similar boat. So that'll be just a.
Smacked foul.
But I mean, we saw this previously where it was a 2-2. And then it was a 3-2, and then it was a walk. So Torres got to be careful with what she does here. Don't want to allow anything.
I mean, that's a lot of discipline off Mead, though, being able to take those 1-2, 2-2s. As she gets her early.
Ooh. Caught swinging.
Team telling her to keep her weight back, keep your weight back. She finally does, but Torres gets a beautiful off-speed in, sends her home.
As this will be number 8, Tovar. Ari Tovar.
Parents kind of learning where their field is. Some Maverick parents looking for something down the left field line. Somewhere they haven't really gone today.
Torres
Slap bump put directly there. No fly zone in left field.
I mean, that was an easy and out as you're gonna get. Besides those early bunts.
I mean, but that spin thing, we could just see that just kind of drop off the side.
Number 3, up to bat. Rademacher. Apologies if I'm completely butchering that. Last names can be hard.
Oh, yeah. Little bloop straight to Avery. Doesn't even have to move to catch it.
Nope. You see her smirking with that as we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Listen to smoke before you give it a try. Only you. Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Cause there's nothing very funny about ripped off light. Nothing very nice on a homeless mind. So if a gorgeous force is what you desire, don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Only you can prevent wildfires. Fire.
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is the one, the only Griffin Baldwin. Griffin, we are top of the. Are we top?
Bottom 5.
We're bottom. Never mind. Ignore me.
Bottom 5.
Bottom
Game
5th
moving
inning.
Fast. Game close here. 1-1. Frederick able to come back, put one on the board, some on the base path in that last inning.
CS able to get a ball.
Small strike zone on there. So let's look for something maybe on that outside corner. Ball up and in.
Moretto.
We have seen that pitch from Bob Moretto, a ball all day. I
Mhm.
mean, up and in, up and low, or in and low. Just leave that inside pitch. We don't need to drive that down that side. She's not hitting her spots. Just don't even look for it.
No. As you put it, she does keep going to the outside, and I think that's costing them. I mean, 2-1 count now,
Yeah.
but Moretto prepping. Cia's doing the same. I believe last time Natalie was up to bat, she got an out.
I believe so.
I believe it was an out. Not quite what she wanted.
Ball 3, low and in.
3-1 count, hopefully
all day.
looking for a walk. Maybe able to get it here, too.
Really got to shut down that inside corner here. Leave anything there, just focus on stuff middle and out.
Cia swings through that one. 3-2 count. Full count. We'll see what CS can do. Bomberetto prepping once again.
Needs something here from CS. Find a way on, foul it off, get to the next pitch, force her to throw inside of you. Just do what it takes. She draws ball 4,
Oof.
up and in.
And a walk for Natalie Cias.
I think Frederick's figured it out. Force Bomberetto just go up and in and just inside all game.
So a runner on first, and hopefully looking to put a runner on second, third, and maybe get a runner home.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Horn. Izzy Horn up to bat. Bomberetto still at the mound. Very interesting. We haven't seen anybody even, I mean, have you seen anybody even prepping
No.
to
I haven't
replace
seen anyone
her?
go to a pen or anything.
No bullpen practice or anything, which is interesting because you would think after almost five innings that
Yeah.
you would have somebody in mind.
I mean, she's, I think, 4.2 into this, and she got brought in mid-first.
Which, I mean, they took Gippy out pretty fast. I think maybe they just wanted her to
I think if I remember right, she might have pitched in past games, and so it could have been a day like, hey, let's get you in for a couple batters, see how you feeling. If you're not really hitting your spots, if your arm's not feeling great, we'll just get you out there. No harm, no
catches
foul.
Izzy swinging.
Izzy down 1-2. Strike low and strike middle low, strike up or ball up and in, and then that strike there, middle low again.
1-2 count. We'll see what Bomberetto can do with this.
Fouled off.
Foul by Izzy.
I mean, it's interesting to see the coaches keep calling inside pitches as you see the catcher having to set up on the inside corner almost every time, and it's not helping them any.
Well, and I mean, as you said earlier, we've seen a lot of outside pitches. Like, that's been sort of her go-to, as that'll be an easy.
Rover down first base side.
Oh
as
my
it sneaks under
gosh!
the glove.
You would think that they'd
Cia
be able to
Sang
get
to
that.
Third.
So with 0
The
outs.
most routine error you could possibly make, a ball rolling under 5 miles per hour, slips under your glove.
Well, I mean, you'd think it would be easy to
yeah,
just
I mean,
snag, but
just-
I think they underestimated the speed of that slow ball.
Something there. Now we have runners on third and first off that
Cia's in a
error.
great scoring position here.
Taking beautiful advantage of that. She saw that get under, and the second
She
baseman
knew.
dive to try and get it and save the play. So that gave her a perfect opportunity to advance.
Funny to think that you'd have to dive for a ball that's like going 3
miles per hour. Yeah. I mean, you've seen Coach do for, and this is probably something he's worked on with his players a lot, is that. One moment here.
Oh. As
Low confusion.
not sure what all the confusion was there. Very
Yeah.
hard to hear out of these headsets too.
I
That
don't
does not
quite
help.
understand.
Not much changed, but
Slap bump back pick. Does not get it.
I mean, they still have 0 outs. You're in a very good position here with a runner on third and a runner on first.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen number 16 do is slap bunt, slap bunt, slap bunt. 3 strikes. She does again. Fouled off.
I mean, we haven't even seen her try to.
Have not. Every time she sets up, she sets up with her hips open, ready to just run at the ball. Easy to read from the pitcher.
Which, I mean, that's good for the Mavericks. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, we
easy
need
to
to-
predict.
We need to change it up here.
I want her to just like bomb it.
As she sets up again, same way she has before. Chokes up on the bat. I'm expecting another one here.
Another one.
As she
And
goes, swinging strike 3 for the second time of this game on the exact same sequence. Oh, as she slips under our radar, number 20 steals second. on the back pick to third.
So as you put it, under the radar was
Yeah.
an understatement. That was, didn't even see her move.
She flies by. I mean, we're so focused on the runner at third and
We were.
the batter that we didn't even see her slip
I mean,
away.
I think that's what most people were thinking too.
That was very impressive. No call from the coaches or anything.
The sneakiness.
Hit down the side. Gets her into a pickle on third base side.
CS trapped.
CS doing whatever she can to get out of it. Going to third, looking for two. As she's in there.
As Maverick's clearly not
Hold up.
happy about something.
Hold up.
Oh, she wasn't out.
A lot of confusion on the play.
I think they missed her.
Hits home. Let's see what happens.
Oh!
Runner scores.
Wow!
Frederick takes the lead. They missed the tag.
Oh, that's
Mead Maverick's second error of the
more
inning.
confusion.
Giving
I
Frederick
mean,
the lead. Both errors.
that's insane. I thought they clearly tagged her, but I
Maverick's
think
family are
I think
not
whenever
happy
she
about that play.
slid, it was one of those where just missed her.
I think we have an obstruction of the baseline call as the shortstop runs into the baseline,
Oh, okay.
forcing her way. And so if that is what happens, number 20 here should go back to second.
Ooh,
and
coach having some words.
first one should return to first.
I mean,
but
I'd
they
be
stay.
frustrated too.
As there's boos from the crowd, not happy with that call at all. Frederick takes the lead. We love to see it. Frederick getting ahead early in this getting ahead on this rivalry match finally.
Frederick 2-1. I mean, that's
That's
something
a
that
way
we
to take ahead.
anticipated.
Nobody's happy about that call on the Mead side.
I mean, if it was
But-
an error like what you were saying, that's completely Mead's fault. That's
I mean,
nothing on Frederick.
I think it's popped up, caught.
2 outs, still have a runner on third and second. So a good look, 2 outs though.
Yeah. I
So
mean, we
not
just need
ideal
something.
for that.
Pitcher Payne Torres up here. Wasn't that
Torres,
last time, but
we'll see what she can do here.
this will be interesting to see.
Bomaretto still on the mound.
Bomaretto strike up middle, not one we like to see.
I think maybe she thought that ball was going to slide or something because she just kind of stared at it.
But I mean, she wasn't happy. That was up. I like the take, but ump liked that as a strike. Ball low, gets that call that time.
Very
Gets
low.
the call that time.
You know what would be ideally cool would be if we got all 3 runners on bases and then got a walk.
Move something.
But wishful thinking.
Move something around. That's
Yes.
exactly what I'd want to see too. I mean, Bomaretto's innings kind of gone out of her hands. Strike at the exact same spot. A little inconsistency from the umpire. I mean, you see that call that it's been up most of the game, called for a strike, and then ball low at the knees, and then strike low at the knees in the exact same spot. Hit down
And
the left side as they get the ground out of the inning. But Frederick takes the lead on Maverick's error.
you can already tell that they are
So they are
not happy.
mad.
Yes.
You can see them moving throughout that inning. They are doing
They're
whatever they
frustrated.
can. Yeah.
They're frustrated. They want to get through it.
But that can always lead to errors when you're frustrated and you don't think things through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how we're hoping that frustration leads here.
Yep, stacking up error-wise, see what that can possibly lead to. I mean, I think it was interesting to see, you could tell the confusion
Yeah.
whenever it first happened, and it was like, what is going on?
But I mean, home umpire got it right away. Once he saw it, he called it, pulled his partner up.
Good on
was
him.
able to talk to it, be able to clear out the situation. I would have hoped for a little clearance towards the stands.
Yes, agreed.
A little bit of a, hey, I know you're mad, but this is what happened. This is why I made this call. So a little understanding would have been great, because Maverick's family is not happy about it, and I'm not fully sure what happened.
Me neither. I mean,
'cause
you gave
as
your
he-
hypothetical.
As he walked up, he pointed down at the line. He didn't swipe as to say no tag. He pointed at the foul line. So my thinking was a interference, but if that's what happened, they should have returned to second and first. So
So either sort of a a let by the
Yeah.
ump, or it genuinely was just obviously I don't want to speculate against the umps. It's their game, so.
I could have seen the missed tag. It's definitely possible. So Mead 2 errors in the inning, very costly for both of them. Mead parents still very not happy
fuming,
about that play.
yes. I mean, that puts them up by a solid point, so.
As Mavericks are very hyped up now after that play, trying to get their lead back.
Yes, as Gippy up to bat. 1-0 count.
Let's see what they can do here. Not much.
Torres
not much
still
softball left
pitching
to
really
play.
well, though. I mean,
Torres has been able to shut them down pretty well. Only a couple errors in the field. Put by her for strike 2. Or strike 1, sorry.
Yes, 1-1. 1-1 count.
That's on me.
You're good.
But Torres, we've seen heat from all day. She has not
let off the heat.
Or 6 innings of softball so far, and she has not let off the gas. Little over on first side, foul ball called. Mead side very relieved by that.
That would have.
I mean, that would have been the easiest out Frederick's seen.
Gippy
All right, here we go here.
back at the base. At the
Back in the
plate,
box, takes it
very
up.
high.
Mavericks doing whatever they can to get in Peyton's head, even just resorting to just screaming. Not
I mean,
even
incoherent screaming, I guess,
mean,
can work in your favor.
not even like calling out their teammate, trying to hype her up, but just screaming, trying to get in the head of the opponent. Do whatever they can to cause confusion. Torres is unshaken as she still finds the zone with ease.
As that is a 2-2 count, still standing.
Mead is not able to shake Torres here.
No, they tried with their.
I mean, I've heard some wee-woos, some very incoherent screaming. They're doing whatever they can, but Torres is a very strong mental player.
Yep.
As she puts it by her, blowing doors for strike 3.
I'm gonna just stay a little quiet.
We get that out there. Meadside has some very passionate parents about the sport. As
this'll
Peyton can claim a sword for strike 1.
This will be hail.
They cannot shake Peyton here. She is still absolutely destroying it on the mound. Getting an early strike. Ball out to the right side. That drops. Going for 2.
And she's
Rounding
fast.
2. Going for 3. They're sending her all the way. Oh, holds her at 3. Triple for number 14. Beautiful
I can
attack
appreciate
there.
that, honestly. I can appreciate
That's-
that. That was
That's a good way to come back. Sierra Hale able to really just get a hard hit out the right
fast.
side.
I was
She
watching her.
Moving.
She was booking it around the bases. That's hard to get her whenever she's already steamrolling past you.
Yeah, one out, runner on third here. Peyton Torres needs this strikeout.
And this is Ward.
That's the hard part. This is their power hitter, the best they have.
Yes.
But if Peyton can secure a strikeout here, then a ground out, a pop out, it doesn't matter. They can hold her at third and get out of this.
As the wind starting to pick up here. And
Ground
Ward!
ball. That gets through up the middle. Mead ties it back up. Mead parents are getting hype.
They are.
Izzy calls time here. Come talk to her pitcher.
I mean, as you should. I think that needs a moment of just recuperate, regroup,
Yeah.
take a deep breath, collective effort here, and realize that number 16 now is going to be extremely fired up. Mowers.
Trying to do whatever she can to keep it moving.
Mowers.
Ground ball here could always result in a double play, but who knows?
Mowers at the plate, prepping. Seffi back behind the plate. Torres still pitching. It's not necessarily that Frederick is growing sluggish. I think Mead is just so fired
Mead is
up.
Pissed about that previous call, trying to do whatever they can to gain more ground.
Exactly. Pretty much couldn't have phrased it better. Pop up.
So pop out towards us. Whew, almost hits a fan.
As very elusive maneuvering. I'll give the Mead parents credit for that. Obviously not fun whenever you see someone get hit by a pop-up foul ball. You have experienced trauma from the...
A lot, yeah. From the baseball season, I'm still a little shooken up.
Oh, I bet. Torres.
Side caught for the double play as Frederick gets out of it. Shutting down Mead, not letting them get that score back.
As it's top of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth.
Going bottom of the sixth.
Yeah. As we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zedell Realty and specifically Greg Zedell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being right here in Frederick, Greg Zedell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zedell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zedell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zedell Realty.
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is Griffin Baldwin. Griffin, it is bottom of the sixth. I got it right this time.
There you go. You're learning.
Thank you. As we do not have that much softball left to play, but this game, still plenty of competition to play.
And neck. I mean, the passion from both sides that we've seen has been incredible. Mead was kind of a little sluggish, not a lot of noise, but then after that call that gave Frederick the tie, Mead parents and Mead players got on the fence and are pissed and ready to go. Drilled
Stendhal drills it
back. See you
It's
later.
gone.
That ball is never coming back.
Stendhal.
Keep that one as a souvenir.
I mean, Mead, nothing you can do there. Watch that ball
Shut
soar.
them down. Mead can try to get it back, but she comes in, demolishes the first pitch she sees. That thing was absolutely gone into the parking lot.
I mean, I was even gawking at it whenever
That
it went
was-
past.
I saw that
we
thing
watched
fly.
it fly, and we were
And
like,
that-
it's gone.
I thought that was like one hop in the wall, but then that outfielder just kept running back, and that thing never stopped
Yes.
flying. What a beautiful swing on that thing.
Stendhal couldn't have said it better. Props to Bree.
That was
Gonna have to give a congratulations to her tomorrow,
Oh,
or even
yeah.
after the game.
momentum. Another single up the middle. Love to see it.
Gorgeous. I mean, slipped right through their defense. Couldn't have placed that ball
Absolutely
better.
aggressive at the plate now. Doing whatever it takes to keep the lead.
As now we have Elena Fisher back up to bat. We saw some good stuff from her earlier on in this game.
Ooh,
As
goes
she
for the
tries to
bunt.
bunt it.
Fouled into the catcher.
I think even the bunt caught Elena off guard.
Yeah.
It is very interesting that we've had a very we've had consistency pitcher-wise.
Yeah.
We've seen
But I mean,
Bomaretto out there
maybe-
pretty much the whole time, and Torres for your Frederick Golden Eagles.
Maybe it's time to pull Bomaretto. Ooh, beautiful ball up the side. Falls trying to throw. They get the out. No one on third to cover. She's in there with time. No chance of getting her there.
I mean,
Beautiful way to advance the runner
yeah,
with only having one
Fisher
out.
sacrificing one for the team there.
What a sack bomb. I mean, executed perfectly down the right side of the field. Draws no one from third.
Couldn't have made that more beautiful, I would
Yeah.
say.
If I'm me coach here, I'm pulling Bomaretto. I mean, she's given up
given up a
multiple
lot.
hits, a home run. She's given Frederick too much momentum
I think
to
if the Golden Eagles are able to score one more time, I think that
I think that's the
puts
point
the
where
nail in the coffin kind of a thing, unless
it
Mead
would have
can
to be.
get the momentum
at
that they
this-
had previously.
At this point, like, she's not pitching her best game. She's a good pitcher, but this is not her best game of the year. And at this point, it's not even that, it's pitch count. Frederick is driving her pitch count through the roof as she's getting very deep into counts. A lot of 3-2s that result in hits, keeping her on the mound. Drilled
Pop up.
towards the right side. Caught by first baseman. Tags up, goes 4. And Frederick scores again. Heads up, base running. What we've seen all game and what's given Frederick this lead.
I mean,
Can't say anything, but Coach Dufour is a smart man
oh, he
on
is.
how to run the bases. Izzy coming back in the game. That was earlier confusion. Before that first play at home, when the umpire came on the field, Izzy Horn was being taken out for a little bit, but she's back now, ready to go.
Horn prepped, ready. Bomaretto.
Driven. Coach Dufour tries to make the play just over his hand.
We need to throw him in the outfield.
I mean,
Dufour with the stretch
Yeah.
of the hand.
I think it tipped off his fingers. He comes down, he's shaking his hand a little bit. That's what I call effort, I mean.
Horn put the heat on the ball, and Dufour was going to step up. As we'll see what Izzy can do here. Very low ball.
Izzy. Great take there by Izzy, but I mean, just rolling that ball in ain't gonna work.
Leading by 2, your Golden Eagles. It is 4-2.
Taking the lead, easy.
Bottom of this 6th inning.
Driven straight in the air. Snagged by shortstop. Is this the last we will see of Bomaretto on the mound?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean,
She's-
it's one of those where she's played
I mean,
5 or 6 innings now.
well,
Pretty much
this
the whole
could
game.
be. This is it for Mead. Mead has to score 2 runs in this last inning.
And if they don't, that's game.
So the question is here, does Peyton Torres stays on the mound looking for her complete game?
That is one heck of a game.
This will put her at 37.2 innings pitched if she can finish out this inning and close out
And
this
I mean,
game.
what, we're 7 games into the
7
season.
games into the season. That's just the most dominant stats you could have. I mean,
No kidding.
it's absolutely insane, the fact that she can even keep throwing.
I know. Your arm, I feel like, would just be dead after that. Just like how Mead.
So she's
I mean, this'll seal the nail in the coffin. This will shut the game away if Torres is able to keep standing like how she has been.
she has thrown about 5.2 innings per game. Maybe a little more.
As this
And-
is interesting. We see, I believe, Bomaretto.
Bomaretto, pitcher face-off to start off the top of the 7th.
Interesting way to start this
And
7th
here, Bomaretto
inning.
struggled today, plate and on the mound. Ball
High.
up.
High ball, Bomaretto. I feel like Mead has to settle their nerves. You can tell with that 2-run inning, it was one of those where I feel like that's definitely shaken them. And losing,
I mean,
at least as of now, by 2 is not easy whenever you're
driven down to center. Back it up. That drops. Bomaretto gets it. Going for holding at 1.
Yeah,
Bomaretto
don't go
gets
for
a
2.
single.
That would be an easy little easy out.
I mean, even after that, even after giving up the home run, she's able to come in, settle herself down, and find a way to get on and produce something.
So with a bomb, no pun intended whatsoever, Bomaretto is the first runner of this 7th inning
One
that
on,
Mead
no
has been able to
outs.
put on a plate. As this is number 12.
Mead looking to
Williams.
get aggressive. You can hear him in the dugout. Yes, 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 no. Looking to drive anything. Get this moving. They can't afford looking at strikes.
Torres
Juliana
with the pitch.
Williams.
Williams,
Torres strike on the inside.
a 1 count.
It's a great looking strike. Frederick does have someone down in the bullpen.
I mean, it's one of those where if you start to notice her arm going a little bit, I don't blame him.
I mean, it's a 7-inning game. If
She's
I'm
been solid, though.
correctly, that you don't go into extras here.
As
Down the foul line. Caught. Out 1.
so now they have 2 more remaining outs that, I mean, technically 1 if you think about it, third's just game.
Yeah.
But 1 more sort of lenient out to say, all right, we'll see what we can do. As
Coach,
Mead's
confusion from the Mead coach.
Mead's
We've seen a
coach
lot of
looking
this
for
today.
clarification.
I mean, constantly going up and down the baseline, talking to this umpire.
As this is number
Struggling with what seems to be batting order and having the correct players as the umpire's approaching due for. Trying to get some clarification.
Roebuck. First time we've seen her up to bat.
Okay, they were just calling out the substitution for a Roebuck here.
Got it. First time we've seen Roebuck out. Probably trying to get some fresh legs out here.
Yup, down the middle for strike 1. We'll take that look all day.
I mean, beautiful placement by
can't-
Torres. You can't. I mean,
She has been spotting so well today, all throughout the zone, and with someone new coming in, being able to let her look at one down the middle gives Torres so much room to work with, as her pitches are brand new to this batter.
that'll be, I
That's
believe.
a great pitch on that outside corner. Called for a ball, though, not quite what Torres was looking for.
I mean, as you put it, great look still. Torres.
1-1 for Torres here.
One could disagree that it probably should have been a strike, but
That was a beautiful pitch. I mean, great spot. Not quite what the umpire was looking for.
so that
Fouled
is 1-2, I believe now.
1-2. Bullpen's called to the dugout. Preparing here. Will they pull her out with 1 out remaining in her?
Ooh.
This may be if she gets on, we need to just get her out of here. But if she can get out of this on this 1-2 count, then let's let her go and finish this. Fouled off, out on the left side.
As I see Dr. Fox joining us.
Love to see the support from the principal.
Oh, yes,
Always
of
out there.
course.
I've seen him at most, if not all sporting events I've been to. He gets
He
around
is
as much as he can.
dedicated,
Oh, yeah.
Torres. I mean, really, you can't tell the difference between the first inning, how she pitched, and the 7th inning. She's been just consistent all the
I
way
mean-
through, and I really hope I didn't jinx it there.
Yes, did she go? Yes, she did.
Woo!
That's a sword for strike 3. She's retired down to the dugout.
Torres,
2
what
outs
a
for
game
Torres.
for her.
Mead on their last life, and Torres 1 away from the shutout. Finally completing her 37.2 innings. If she's pulled here, she will be at a steady 36 innings.
Which is absolutely insane. As some vocalization from the Mead Maverick
getting
parents,
a little bit.
which I don't blame them. It's hard,
It's a
especially with a
close
rivalry
It's a tough-
game,
yeah,
4-2.
rivalry game, tensions are always there. And I mean, the comeback from Frederick has been absolutely amazing. Torres starts behind in this count, though, 1-0 early. I think the big difference I've seen between Torres and up right to Torres.
Oh,
A horrific error by Torres.
was that Stendel who made the error?
That's Torres throws it in the dirt. That goes on Torres's. That comeback, that needs to be an out as coach is coming in.
I
Could be
mean,
going to the pen here.
That might have sealed the deal for
I don't
Torres
see
as of
anyone
this
coming
game.
from the dugout, but we'll have to see what comes of this. I still don't see anyone coming out. It may just be
It may just be a
I
talking
mean, you get
to.
the mound visit before you have to pull him. And I think he trusts her, but he's looking back. But I think the big difference I've seen today between Torres and the Mead pitcher is a lot of disagreement with the coach on what to throw.
Yes.
We've seen
Lots of pushback, I think. Yeah.
we've seen Mead shake her head a lot, trying to be like, I know what I'm going to throw and I know it's going to work.
But it
when
hasn't
in the
really
end,
paid
it hasn't.
off. Yeah.
She's thrown 2 pitches that she's shaken off for a strike with multiple more thrown for balls that just aren't working out in her favor. But Torres yet to strike, yet to shake off her coach, throwing well and still in the game. Just a little talk to, hey, you're okay. We're going to keep you in here.
As
Just play your game. Do what you know how to do. I mean,
Rademacher.
Torres 1 out away. Any ground balls could be the out. Ball popped, left side, foul. Drops, foul ball, strike 1.
So with 1 strike, you got either the leniency of 2 strikes, or technically 1, I suppose. But you have a little bit of leniency here. But in order for Mead to actually make something happen and even possibly tie the
needs
game
to
and
be a
go
base
into extra
hit.
innings, I mean, it's either
And you
got to be a
can't- and you can't-
pop out of like in outfield where nobody can get it,
And
or
you don't go into extra innings in high school.
oh, you don't.
You don't. This is end if they tie. Down the first base side, Torres looking to get back. The throw, not in time. It gets through.
Wait,
We have time on the play.
but there's 2.
It looks like a foul ball was called off the leg of the hitter. Foul ball
As-
off the leg. Umpire called it as soon as he could. But Mead parents are not happy with the timing of the call. They think it should have been called earlier.
But I mean, it's one of those.
And
Once you see it, sometimes you got to like
it's-
do a little bit of a judgment
It
moment.
has to be, as an umpire, you have to look where it hits in the dirt especially. Because if that thing just goes straight into the ground, that's not on them. But if it goes like a foot in front, that's it. But now it's 0-2. Could be it.
As there's a
Stay in
lot
here.
riding on Rademacher.
Ball low in the dirt.
I think Torres is shaken. I mean,
Torres
there's a
is
lot
right
that's been
there.
happening. Rademacher
Do
sitting
it.
at a 1-2 count, 2 outs. This is the game essentially.
Do what you can here. I mean, something hard to the outfield could get them that tie and just seal Frederick away from the win. But this strike here could end it all, sending Mead home.
Popped up.
Third baseman catches it. Out is made. Game is over. Frederick seals
Woo!
it. Nail in the coffin. Mead is
Frederick.
going home.
Without
Frederick
the win that
shuts
they
them
wanted.
down. What a game by Frederick. Way to come back and be able to gain momentum and keep themselves moving even when things kind of got down.
I believe the best part though will be to hear as we're cleaning up about the parents who are not
Yeah.
happy. As
That'll be-
always, we talk about how the umps, you can't do much about the call.
It's unfortunate. They did have some calls that weren't exactly what Frederick or Mead was looking for, but there were a lot of calls that they did what they could, but Mead just was not happy with it. I mean, that last call there, that was called foul. I quite obviously saw it go off her foot and bounce maybe a foot up front, and they have to take a second to see it, because if they don't hear it off of them, they have to see where it lands and kind of work that through their head.
Totally agree. Couldn't have said it better. As
But Peyton Torres able to shut down that entire game, complete game for her, doing everything she can, spotting the zone, working with the umpire exactly how he's calling, and having the help of all of our catcher and in the field as well. We had some great plays throughout the infield. A couple mistakes in the outfield, but absolutely amazing. Looks like Coach ain't too happy with the win here.
oh,
Meeting
he's
due
frustrated.
for-
As this afternoon's broadcast has been brought to you by a talented crew of students here on GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been Carly Evans alongside Griffin Baldwin, our director and the technical producer of GEBN is Mason Shafronic. Apologies for the question marks. We don't really have a script as of this moment. Our camera operators were Ethan DeLear, Isaac, Marquez, and also on the team we had Austin Gibbs and Marcus King Key. All right, so after I just butchered the ending, I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, and we will see you for the Mead game next on Friday for football.